Hello, ladies. I am Karen Ray. I'm the founder here at Fave Lifestyles and the Being Brave movement. And I have Jen Vertanen with me. And it's so exciting. Welcome, Jen. Good to
Thank
have
you.
you here.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking today about the Dare to Rise Summit that's going to be happening this Thursday. I have been invited to interview Jen and Jackie and Jen. There's three of them who are hosting this event. It's the J event.
It is. It
For
is.
3 days. And, it's always just such a thrill to get to know some new women and how they help us in all of our brave journeys. And that's why I just love this title, Dare to Rise, because it just fits with what we're doing here at Fave as well. I want to invite all the ladies to attend this. I'm going to be going and sharing their stories and really excited about that because their stories are so powerful. And I know there's going to be lots of things for everyone to relate to. But let's first of all, Jen, introduce yourself, and then we're going to talk about kind of what people are going to experience and what they should expect from the summit. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about you. Where are you coming from?
Thank you, Karen. I am Jen Vertanen. I'm in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I am the founder and chief disruptor of You Dare Create.
Yeah.
I love helping women disrupt the status quo, however that looks for you. I have a background in helping people make their visions and dreams a reality, whether it's a Fortune 50 company, a health tech startup, a stay-at-home mom who wants to start a nonprofit, or someone who's been through a really awful divorce and is ready to kind of rebuild.
Oh, okay. All right there. I relate.
Mm-hmm.
I have been there. Ladies, have you been in a spot where you just need to hit the refresh, redo, or you've got this thing that is inside of you, and you're like, I think I could do something with this?
Yeah.
My
best person is the one who's reached the I can't not do this phase. Because I'm about getting into action.
Yeah.
All about who are you being as you're taking that action? What are you learning about yourself? Building that self-belief, that self-trust. But yeah, I'd love to hear from folks. Like, have you been in that phase before of like, I know there's more, and you've reached that, like I said, that I can't not do this any longer.
Okay, so what was your spot? Tell us a little bit about you. Where was that for you?
It was a decade ago, right around this time in 2015. I had two back-to-back experiences that really shook my very carefully created facade of confidence, bravery, courage, decision-making, action-taking, successful, all the things. But these two events really rocked me to my core, and they had me take that step back and realize I was done living life, not liking myself, not feeling fulfilled with a purpose, having the impact that, being the partner, the mother, the employee, the leader, the daughter, the friend, like all the things. I was done no longer being myself. And so it's been, it's a decade since one of the things people either love or hate about me is I'm very unapologetic about who I am and what I stand for, what I believe in, my quirkiness. Like, I own all of it. And I think my right people are attracted to that. But that's been a lot of that work of how do I shed the layers and become who I want to be? Because that being, and Jackie's going to talk a lot about that in Dare to Rise, but that being is so foundational to everything and anything you ever want for and from your life.
Yeah. So I'm just going to back up just slightly so the ladies get an idea of what Dare to Rise is. Why they should even come. So there's 3 different parts to this. So Jackie's going to be talking about owning who you be.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be talking about amplifying your voice, owning that dream, and what are the action steps. And then Jen B is going to be talking about that success piece. How do you really take it and make the money that you need to, the story around the money piece and that worth
Yeah.
that around money
Yeah.
and not leaving dollars on the table. So I love how you're taking women through that story
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
there's all these pieces. And I think that's something that people don't realize. So you've got this, and I was there, where you had this yearning. It's like, there's
Mhm.
something there. I want to do more. I want more meaning. And I think women, especially as they approach their 50s, start asking themselves that question. Is there more meaning? Is
Yeah.
there more to what I'm doing? How can I leave a legacy or create an influence or, all those kind of questions.
All
But
those things.
there's something in there though that you want to bring out, but you don't really necessarily know how to make it all work.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I think
I mean,
that's what I see.
yeah, it's an overwhelming feeling, and it's so close to our hearts that even if you're the high achiever, successful, accomplished, like all of those, the leader, the all those things, usually these things that we want more are so close to our hearts, and it brings up the self-doubt, the things that we're maybe not used to having to deal with in our career any longer, but it
Mhm.
brings all of that to the surface.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. So many great things. And I just just noticed that we are not on Facebook right now. We're only on YouTube. So
Oh my gosh.
this with our Facebook friends because it's telling us it looks like your stream was deleted from
Oh
Facebook.
no.
Okay, well, we'll have to check that out. So
Oh,
there's
interesting.
always tech issues here. So we'll make sure we
Okay.
share this with our
Yeah.
girlfriends on Facebook. So
Yeah.
yes. So, Jen, one of the things, let's give the ladies a little idea of what should they experience when they come to the Dare to Rise Summit?
Yeah. So if you know anything about Jen B, Jackie Cote, myself, Karen, we are we're a force of nature. And when you combine the four of us, you're going to get pretty powerful, both inspiration, but more importantly, action, right? Clarity comes from action. We don't get what we want when we don't take action, right? And so, yes, we're there to share our stories and inspire you. And it's stories that they're very different stories, but they all have underlying threads that are so relatable, right? And we
Right.
are women who've been able to do that work to now move into this powerful work that is having the impacts that is so personal to each of us, right? So like
Mhm.
we said, Jackie's going to talk about, her theme is freedom, and again, what becomes possible when you have the freedom of just being your wholehearted self. I'm talking about impact. It is very important to me. As much as I love helping women live more fulfilling lives, what impacts are you having? What legacy are you leaving? And I believe that we are living our legacy now, right? Like
Mm.
we do a disservice to younger generations when we don't live the legacy that we want to leave behind now, right? So I'm going to be talking a lot about, I have some fun ways to kind of tap into your vision. And I do it in ways that not many, I haven't seen others do it this way before. But is my favorite way. It's why I have pink hair. It's why I'm the woman I am today. So I'm excited to lead the attendees through that visioning exercise and do a lot of self-reflection on what comes up, right? And maybe they aren't things that are super tangible today, but they're breadcrumbs, they're clues that we can bring into the here and now and take action on. But then getting to that action piece of like, let's take elements of that vision that you just had, let's bring it back to now and think about what are the steps that are going to get you closer to that vision, right?
Wow. I am really looking forward to this because what, even though we sometimes think we have a vision, sometimes we just need more clarity because then it narrows it in and then it's clearer to take
Yeah.
action on it. So
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love having that interactive piece
Yeah.
to it.
Well, and like I said, clarity comes from action. Clarity
Mhm.
doesn't come from thinking about it. We think it does, but it doesn't. I guarantee it. In my 30 years of doing some form of this work or another, I guarantee it. Clarity comes from action. It comes from imperfect action. But then going into that, Gen B is really going to talk about that financial abundance. And, so I love that it's this holistic view of taking a woman on a journey, being to doing to like having that abundance that who doesn't want that, right?
Absolutely. Oh, it's such a, and I think this is such a perfect time.
Yeah. Now more than ever.
Yeah. It's like we always, yeah. And we need to be stepping up and showing up.
Yeah.
What does it look like when you just show up? So I really encourage women to really show up, come to the summit.
Yeah.
Challenge your thinking of who you be and, and your vision and
what you do and create in the world.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just love this. So what would you, anything else you want to add about women coming in and daring to rise and coming to the summit?
Yeah. Now more than ever, we need to lift each other up. And that's part of the rise, the daring to rise. A rising tide lifts all boats, right? And we take that to heart. I can, speaking for myself and Jackie and Jen, and I'm pretty sure you as well, Karen, because you're with us, but that is we're here to support one another, and we do that in community. You don't do that when you're in that overthinking phase and keeping it to yourself, right? Yeah. And so clarity comes from action. I can't stress that enough. If you are in that phase of like, oh, shouldn't I? I'm not sure. I believe you do know. We're going to help pull it out of you, right? And we're going to help get you into that action. Mm-hmm. And then you can decide from there, oh, is this what I want or not? And then you get to pivot, right?
Yeah. And I mean, how many times have you pivoted? I have pivoted myself quite a few.
I mean,
imperfect action.
So many times, especially when it comes to my entrepreneurial journey. But my muse is my mom. She passed away 4 years ago, almost. At the end of the month, it will be 4 years. That woman reinvented herself so many times, from bookkeeper to post office clerk to postmaster to retiring to become a pastor of not one but two churches, to retiring to the mountains of Ecuador to start knitting. I never knew my mom wanted to knit.
Those are very different paths.
Yeah, but it just shows when you have all these desires and what you need in the moment that is going to fulfill you, that gets to change throughout life, or it gets to stay the same, right? We don't know, but it's having that play and curiosity and experimentation and openness and open to the possibilities and getting out of your head and into action to at least experiment. That's what I love.
Yeah. So ladies, come explore, it'll be playful. It'll be fun. And that's what I love about you three ladies is that it's full of energy and we challenge the thoughts and the actions that we take and really just, like you said, we're just lifting each other up. So I just love this. You guys
like I said, I'm a chief disruptor. I am here to disrupt the status quo, however that looks for each of us. And that's what I want to inspire is that thinking outside what we've been taught, what all the shoulds, one of my favorite stories is a 80-year-old woman who published her debut novel at the age of 80.
Oh, wow.
Her debut novel at the age of 80. Like, you can't tell me it's too late or it's not possible. You can't. It's only too late. It's only not possible if you say it is, right? Within reason. Like, I'm not going to be an NBA star, but I also don't want to be an NBA star. So it's within reason, but there's a lot of
Oh my goodness. Well, yes. And to just at any age, I just love it. Yeah. So I know my grandmother, I think she was like the age of 60 when she decided to learn to play the piano.
I love that.
I'm like, who would think of trying to learn something, like that at that age? And I don't think I'll learn today. So
I love it.
Yeah, to embrace what we can learn and be open to it, open to the possibilities. So I love it. And ladies, we'll put the link in the comments, of course, for you to all join. It is this Thursday. What's the date?
20th.
Okay. Make sure we get there on that.
10 a.m. Mountain, which I'm Central, so that's 11 a.m. my time. And I think
Yes.
you're Pacific, so
I'm
that would
Pacific
be
time.
9 a.m. your time.
Yes, I have to make sure I got that in my calendar. Right?
Yep, I know, right?
I need somebody to figure out the hours for me. I find it confusing, but yeah. So anyway, so great to have you here. It's been a joy to get to know you, and really excited for this interactive workshop, and invite the ladies to join too. So
Thank you so much, Karen.
have a great
Great.
day.
Bye.